playing melodies using the major and minor scales. Here are two examples of melodies using first the C major scale and then second the A natural minor scale. We'll only use the first line of each melody. Now here we see we have the notes E, D, C, D, E, E, E representing the lyrics Mary had a little lamb. Now, one thing to note about lyrics and music and melodies is that the lyrics have syllables where you break each word out. So, Mary is two syllables, which represent E and D, which on the keyboard are E and D. So it goes Mary. And then you have had a, those are both words with one syllable each, so you have one note or one letter name. So it's the notes C and D. And then you have little. You've got two syllables there, that's why you've got two E's for that lyric. And then lamb, that's one syllable, so you've got one note, the E. So basically the notes match the syllables. Now there are variations to this where it gets a little bit more complicated. Later we'll deal with that. You don't have to worry about it for now. Notice that the first line of this song only uses the first three letters of the major scale, C, D, and E. Notice too the freedom of note selection. We can go back and forth and mix and combine notes in any way we choose, as long as it makes musical sense to the ear. Now here's an activity. Try playing this melody line for yourself. Okay, now if you tried that and you were successful, great. But one thing I want to point out is the correct fingering. To play this song, you want to use middle finger to start on the E, index finger or point finger on the D, and the thumb on the C for Mary had. And then when you go to Little Lamb, you go index on the D for the R, and then middle on the Little Lamb for those three E's. I hope you found this easy to follow. Okay, lovely. Now let's try a minor scale. And as we said, we're going to use the natural minor scale, A natural minor to be exact. And the song we're going to use is a really cool song called Up Above My Head by Kirk Franklin. Now, just in case you don't know that song, let's just listen to that line, that first line, Up Above My Head, so we can have an idea of what it sounds like in the real musical context. That was awesome, right? Pretty cool song. Wait till you hear the rest of it. But anyway, did you notice what's happening there? We're now in the A natural minor scale. So the first note we start with is actually A as well. So up is one syllable. We spoke about the syllables. And we only got one note there. So that's A. Then above is two syllables. So they've got B, C. So A, B, C. All right? And then we've got D on the my and E on the head. So up above my head. All right? And then you have D on the I. All right? Each of those, my, head, and I, one syllable each. So one letter each, one note each. All right? And then hair, music. See that? So you've got C on the hair. And then you've got music. So you've got E, E for the two syllables there. And then in the air. Each of those in the air are one syllable each. So it's D, C, A. One note each. Okay? So really, the music melody as it goes with the lyrics of the song is always based on the lyrics and their syllables. All right? It's always based on the syllables of those lyrics. Now, this song is actually one key lower than the one we're playing it in this actual training series. It's actually an A flat, natural minor, But for ease of explanation, at this stage of your learning, we'll use the key of A natural minor because it just works with what we're doing now. Does that make sense? Great. So now here's the correct fingering for that. You want to use all your fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or thumb, index, middle, ring, little. Up above thumb, index, middle, my head, ring finger to little finger. Then you've got I back to the D, which would be ring finger again. And then you've got hair, which would be middle finger on the C. And then music, which would be the little finger at the top there, E for the music. And then in the air, you've got the D with the ring finger, the C with the middle finger for the, and air, which would be with the thumb on the A. Okay? So that's the correct fingering for that. This is make it simple. Utilize all fingers in your right hand. Okay, awesome. Play around with that and see if you can really get familiar with playing that melody with all 5 fingers on your right hand.